So today we worked on distance on a coordinate plane. We are working with two lines, vertical and horizontal. There are other lines, but for 6th grade math, we only work with those two. So the first thing you need to know is about a vertical line. A vertical line, the points shared are the x coordinate. So basically, if you see that your x, 1 and 1, are the same, you know you have a vertical line. Conversely, with a horizontal line, points share a y-coordinate. So if you have the y-coordinate that is exactly the same, you know you have a horizontal line. So there's two different ways to find distance. Now, if you're given a grid, it's very easy. All you have to do is count your spaces. So for instance, they have given me the point 5, 3, and 5, -4. I need to determine how far apart these points are. So when I do that, oh, and by the way, they both have the same x coordinate, so I have a vertical line. So what I do is I count each tick mark. So I go 1, 2, 3, that's to x, and then I can do the same, so that would be 3. That's the distance from 0 to this point. What is the distance from 0 to this point? Well, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. So the distance from 0 from this point is 4. What I do is I take these two numbers and I add them together, and I end up with 7 units. Now, that's all well and good if you're always given a grid that's already mapped out for you. What if not? Well, that's when we use absolute value, and there is no grid. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this sideways because this is going to be a very important thing for you to recognize, but I'm going to start it out. This is when we have our points in different quadrants. So I'm going to highlight that too because it's pretty important. So let's look real quick. Now notice, that point's in quadrant 4 and that point's in quadrant 1, different quadrants. So this works with different quadrants. So I'm going to take these numbers right over here and I'm going to show you how you can do finding the distance using absolute value. So the first thing is you locate the common coordinate. Now, how do I do that? I write my numbers right on top of each other. Sorry, I don't have my erasable pen. And then what you do is you ignore it. What do I mean by that? Well, I circled it, found them, located it, and then I drew a line through them. I don't need them anymore. Now, these are different coordinates. Now, I knew that because I looked over here. But I can also figure that out because when I look at my two sets of ordered pairs, this one is positive, positive, this one is positive, negative. When I have different values for the numbers, then I know that they are in different quadrants. So, if you are in a different quadrant, sorry about the typo there, here's what's going to happen. You have to add the absolute value of the different coordinates. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that up. So I'm going to add the absolute value of different coordinates. Where are my different coordinates? It's these, so I'm using these. So how do I do absolute value? Well, if you recall, absolute value just means the distance from 0. Now let's look over here. The distance from 0 for this point was 3. The distance from 0 for this point was 4. Oh, look at this. So we wouldn't have this available to use, but we were able to check our work. So I said you take the absolute value of 3 and add it to the absolute value of -4. 4. I rewrite my problem, 3 plus 4. And what is my distance? It's 7. It worked. So now we're going to come down here and we're going to do a horizontal line. Now, here, different quadrants, we add. Here we're going to have the same quadrant. So I'm going to again turn my paper and I'm going to write same quad. And I'm going to highlight it because I want to make sure I see that. Okay? Now, it isn't really necessary that I know right here, but you're going to see how it relates to each other. So again, we count the spaces. I start at my point, and then I have to count each tick mark. So make sure you don't count this point as 1. The first one is the first tick mark. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whew. So I went from 1, 2, 3, 4. My distance is 4. Okay, so that seems fairly easy, doesn't it? But now let's go ahead and do the same thing over here, but what we have to do is a little bit different when we're in the same quadrant. Now, first off, how do I know I'm in the same quadrant? Well, look. I have a negative, positive, negative, positive. That means they're in the same quadrant. Okay? If they had been flipped, it would be different. So the first step is exactly the same as this one. It says locate the common coordinate and ignore it. But I'm going to make sure that I write everything down. So my first quadrant is, my first coordinate is negative 5, 5. And then my second coordinate is negative 1, 5. Where is the same coordinate? It's right here. Oops, I think I'll do it in red because red means stop. Cross it out. Ignore it. Step 2. If it is the same quad, well, we added here. So look here. We're not going to be longer than what our dots are, so it's actually going to be subtract. So we're going to subtract the absolute value of the different coordinates. All right, so I'm going to grab my handy dandy highlighter and I'm going to make sure I say subtract, and absolute value of the different coordinates, and I'm going to circle them. Now, this is kind of interesting because we take the absolute value of negative 5 minus the absolute value of 1, and now we just change it into 5 minus 1, because remember, we're just looking for the distance, and it is 4 units. These end up being the same. It's kind of nice that way. And that is how you add or subtract to using absolute value to find distance on a coordinate plane.